Hi guys! Today I finally get to spew all my thoughts about Marvel's new film, Thunderbolts, and I am so excited to dive into this with you guys because I gotta tell you, this movie completely blew me away. Now, don't worry, before we get into it, this is going to be spoiler free, so you can enjoy this review and then go to theaters this weekend on May 2nd or May 1st if you go Thursday night and really fully enjoy the movie for what it is. Now, I know a lot of people have been saying that, Marvel hasn't been as good as it is used to be and blah, 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 blah. I personally have been enjoying a lot of the Marvel stuff. We know this. Let's move past this. What I need to tell you is that Thunderbolts feels like a return to form for Marvel. There is grounded action. This reminded me, because of the action that is in the city, in New York City, it reminded me a lot of the first Avengers movie. You really have that grounded feel of this new team trying to figure out each other's dynamics, how to work well together, what they don't like about each other, of course, bickering. It really truly felt like that. But then also something fresh and new that we need in the MCU. These guys are misfits. These aren't the Avengers, right? We know that. That's been the heaviest part of their marketing. This isn't Iron Man and Thor and Captain America. These are the knockoff versions, quote unquote, of them. They're not as skilled. They've been through some stuff. They've done bad things. All of them have done bad things. And so I think that's what's really important about this movie, is that it takes what we loved about Avengers and those grounded stories and flips it just a little bit to make it feel fresh and unique and new, so that it's not repetitive and it doesn't feel like something we've already seen before. That's what I truly loved about Thunderbolts. I loved a lot of things about Thunderbolts, but for me, that's the overall vibe of it. Also, because we are dealing with misfits and people who have done terrible things, this really is an exploration of mental health, of being there for one another when you need it, of looking out for one another, of, what kind of happens when you're out there doing bad things, whether you are doing them because you are doing them, whether you're doing them for funsies, I don't know, whether you're doing them because you were forced to, in the case of Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes, of course. And then, Florence Pugh's character, Yelena Belova, was part of the Red Room. She was a child assassin. She's forced to do these things. You're conditioned to do these things, right? Ghost has had some stuff going on in her life that she was forced to do things. Wyatt Russell's so good in this. This portrayal of John Walker, who is U.S. agent, but he's, was Captain America for a hot minute there. He has trauma. All these people have trauma, and they have these things that they have to come to terms with. And because they have trauma, they are not okay. Okay? That is what I love so much about this, is that they really fully are there's things that come up, okay, where they're not okay, dealing with mental health issues, dealing with the darkness, okay, dealing with this darkness inside me, which, if you guys know, if you've read the comics about Sentry and Void, then that of course it makes perfect sense that they lean into this to really explore that, okay? That's what I'll say about that. That's not a spoiler. It's even really shown in trailers. But if you know the comics, then you know where things could be going here. And that is what works so well about this movie. This cast is great. The chemistry between them is fantastic. There's moments I was laughing super hard, laughing out loud, especially David Harbour's Red Guardian. He's so funny and the things he says, but then there's also super sweet moments between him and Yelena that we needed, I needed, that made me cry. So it's there's so much going on here that it's emotional roller coaster in a good way, right? There's some incredible grounded action sequences that you're just I could watch this fight scene go on and on and on forever. It's so good. And it kicks off with action very early on, which I also appreciated. The opening sequence is fantastic, but it's not long after that we get some really great, gritty fights. And that's what I wanted in this movie, and we get so many of them. And then we have the emotional moments, and then we have the hilarious moments. It's all sorts of things working together, and not once does something feel out of place. It actually truly works, and it blends well, and it's a very good story. The story is great. The story is relatable, especially adults, people who have been through it are really going to resonate and feel a lot of things. Like I said, there were moments I was crying. I was fully crying, not just tearing up. There's a moment I teared up, and then there's several moments where I was a mess. And then there's times when you're cheering because the action is so good and you're so excited. I mean, Julia Louis-Dreyfus is, of course, phenomenal as Valentina. We know this. We've seen her already. But I really enjoy what she does in this. And I think we are setting up for something very, very exciting that I can't talk too much about because I don't want people to be able to figure things out. But what I will say is one of my favorite comic book storylines feels like it's starting to come. And I think it's going to be a little bit different than it was in the comics, but we're getting there. We're getting to the heart and the meat of it. And I think we are. And I'm very excited to see where that's going to go. But the movie overall, again, the chemistry is great. I need to talk about Lewis Pullman, though, because really at the heart of this movie is Florence Pugh and Lewis Pullman, right? Their bond, their chemistry, their relationship, the interactions they have with one another. It is really about them at the heart of the story, and they're phenomenal. Both of them are incredible. Everyone in this movie is great. Everyone brings something to the table that makes it either fun, funny, great action, you know, but they really are the heart. Everyone has their own emotional moments, but that's the relationship that made me most emotional, okay, is the two of them. Now, everyone knows Bob is Sentry. Like, let's just put it out there. They were like, oh, it's Bob. I don't know. You can't really say anything about him, but we've seen the trailer. We all know. And I've got to tell you, to see Sentry in action is something that had me so excited because I'm a big fan of the comics. And Sentry is like crazy powerful, okay? We all know this. He's bananas powerful. You should not go up against him. He can just destroy you in a second, okay? He is basically the Superman of the MCU, okay? He's all powerful. It's insane. He's a god, essentially, okay? So to have him come in and show that. There is a scene where he's showing off his skills, okay? He's literally basically just standing there while people do things around him, and it is so great, and it is so well done, and that is how, you know, Marvel showcases his power. They don't have to have him do much of anything. It's almost like he's like, boop, 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 like it's nothing for him. Like he could be taking a nap while he's doing it, and that is what I loved about it. It is so good. Lewis Pullman's phenomenal in this, right? Again, with the heart. Bob is a great character. Sentry's a great character as well. Of course, we maybe see a darker side of Sentry, which is almost like a nightmare-infused part of the movie. Like, this feels like a grounded action, like I said, early Avengers, and then takes the nightmarish little bits of like Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness in a good way and like combines them. It's hard to explain, but when you see it, you'll know what I mean. I mean, this isn't just one of the best Marvel movies in years. This is like top tier Marvel. This brings me back, like I said, to Avengers. I'm like so excited now. I'm excited for where things are going to go. I can't wait. The entire cast is great. Like I said, the action is great. It's heavy. There's a lot. I think you're going to watch us having fun and be like, oh, shoot, I can relate to that. But then, like, when you leave, the more you think about it, like, I saw it last night, and having slept on it and thinking about it now, I'm like, oh, my God, there's so much that's relatable in here. And I think it's a movie that's going to be important for people to see, and a lot of people are really, really, really going to resonate with it. Absolutely. Very exciting ending. We do find out what the asterisk means, and you guys are not ready. I lost my mind. I started cheering, and the whole theater started cheering. It's crazy. I'm very, very excited about that. This makes me extremely excited for the future of the MCU in ways I haven't been in a while. Like, fully, not just like, oh, I had fun with that movie, it was great. Like the Marvels, I really had fun with that movie. I did. But this is like, damn, we are in it with the MCU. This is important. Like Deadpool and Wolverine, fun, great. It's hilarious. It's over the top fan service is what it is, though. This is about the future of the MCU. It's hard to explain, and you'll know when you see it. Then there's 2 end credit scenes. The mid credit scene is just I call it an ant playing drums. We've talked about this before on the channel. There's that ant playing drums end credit that it's like you wait the whole time, and it's literally just an ant playing drums, and you're like, okay, sure. It's funny, it's cute. I'm glad it's there. You know, I was entertained by it, but like it's not necessary viewing. But the end credit, the post credit, the very final thing you see, first of all, it's like long. It's like several minutes long. And it's so important for the future. Like, so important for the future of the MCU. That's what I can say. I don't want to spoil anything. Apparently it's been leaked online. Avoid it at all costs, because trust me, you want to see it in the context of after the film. It's going to make so much more sense. Again, it has me excited for the future. I'm so excited for where things are going from here. Next up is Fantastic Four First Steps, which I'm excited for. I'm intrigued. I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be really good. Definitely looking forward to seeing Galactus on the big screen for sure. It's about time. Just like it's about time we got Sentry. Overall thoughts, just incredible. Return to form, top tier Marvel, exactly what I wanted out of this and more. Great cast, so good to see them all together. I could go on and on about every single person in the cast, but I won't. Just know they're all great. They work extremely well together. I am excited to see where things go. And yeah, you guys let me know your thoughts on Thunderbolts asterisk down below in the comments. Let me know, are you excited? What are you hoping to see? If by the time you got to this review, you have already seen it, let me know what you thought. Try to stay spoiler free, guys. Or if you do spoilers, do it like way down with like, you know, where people can't see it if they're just looking at the comments. Because I don't want this to be ruined for people. It really is a fun experience at the theater, but a dark experience. You're going to get in touch with your emotions, man. And that is exactly what I needed. This is a good one. This is an important one. This is something special. It's something truly special. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. Of course, I'm going to have a review up for Fantastic Four First Steps, the Fantastic Four First Steps. So be tuned. Stay tuned for that. So, yeah, and you guys can also follow me over on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all the things. What else is there? Threads and I don't know, everything. I'm at Mama's Geeky on everything, so I'll see you over there. And don't forget to check me out at mamasgeeky.com. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.